Hey everybody, it's Jenna Allen with Mental Health Today. Welcome back. I today want to talk about the why men pull away and what you can do to how to deal with that. This is actually very, very common, especially in dating. It's I've experienced it. I'm not the only one who's experienced it. I'm sure, girls even pull away sometimes too. So I just wanted to share with you guys from what I've learned, from what I've done research on, from what I've learned in experience, to why. We're going to talk about why men pull away and then how you can deal with it. So, a common thing that I didn't even know of until recently, that one of the reasons why men pull away is because men process things differently than we do. Women tend to get attached pretty quick. I mean, sometimes men do too. Like, men can get attached quick too. But us women are kind of wired to go a little quicker with things than men are. And men, they process things differently and they like to take their time on things. So, which isn't a bad thing, but sometimes it can feel like as if they're not interested or as if they don't want to be with us, but that is not always the case. Men are they like to know what they're getting themselves into. They like to know if it's going to work for them. They like to take the time to process things. And so that is one of the common things that why men pull away. Not because they're trying to pull away, because they're trying to process, okay, is this going to be a healthy relationship for me? Is this going to be the girl? Like, can we work together? They're establishing the relationship and they're processing it, right? Um, and I think the biggest advice that I can give women, coming from someone who has learned a lot from these things, is that having faith, I think, is super important. And no matter what the situation is, like, something that has always helped me is just my faith. Not only really my faith in God, but like my faith in myself. And that is super important. Is having faith is really important, and it's just trusting the process. And if you if if he's not going to put in the effort, or he or she, like, this is for men and women, but like, if they're not going to put in the effort and they're not going to grow with you, well, then they're not for you. And so it's so important to look at things in a like positive way, because it's hard, obviously, when you like someone and they don't like you back, or when you like someone and you're, like, maybe they're not for you. But I also want to teach you some things, how to prevent them from pulling away. Like, from pulling away for the wrong reasons, right? Like, it's when a guy is pulling away, one of the things you need to remember to do is have patience and have faith. Have faith that he's actually trying to establish the relationship, that he's actually trying to see if it's going to work for both of you, and have faith that it's going to work out. But if it doesn't work out, have faith that you're going to eventually find the right person for you, that you're going to achieve your goals. And so that is something that helps me, is I just have faith, and I know what I'm worth, and I know what I want, and I know that I won't settle for less. But I will also put in the effort, right? And as a woman, I would like to give you guys some tips on what to do to prevent them from pulling away. I think as a woman, we have a habit of overthinking things. I'm bad for that. And that's something like we should work on too, is like learn to like keep yourself busy. Keeping it like try and find coping mechanisms to the overthinking. Like if he's not texting you right away, maybe he's busy, maybe he's at work, right? So like I think just having the patience and having faith and just keeping yourself busy really is the key to um preventing them from pulling away. And like, don't be like, think about it this way too. Like, why don't you take that time to sit to process the relationship too? You could take that as an opportunity to be like, like, is this something that I want to like pursue? Is this something that I want to continue to pursue? Like, is this going to work for me, right? And so like that's super super important, right? And just having patience, right? Like men really want a big thing to them is they want someone that's going to be patient and understanding. And like if he's pulling away, like there's different reasons, right? Like sometimes men pull away because maybe they lost interest, or maybe they, I don't know, maybe they are seeing other people, right? Like, but like you got to remember that like no matter what, whether that person is for you or not, you will find that person. You just got to have faith, and you got to, just got to like have patience. And it's important to have your own life too, right? And I think like something that I've learned that helps me with my overthinking is just keeping myself busy, right? Like doing these YouTube videos, like giving advice, like doing what I'm passionate about, right? Like, so focusing on yourself is so important as well, especially when you're like overthinking stuff. So yeah, that is one of the common reasons why men pull away. And these are just a couple things that you can do to prevent yourself from overthinking, and maybe just like getting him to come back to you, right? Like just doing little things that like focusing on yourself. And if he sees that you're busy, he's going to be like, I wonder what she's up to, right? Like it's just when we're constantly in someone's space, you can get overwhelmed, right? So when you have that space apart, it actually brings you closer, because you're like, oh, I miss that person. I'm thinking about this person, right? So but that's all I have for you guys today for this subject. But stay tuned. I'm gonna be uploading different videos on dating every week. As I said before in my previous video, I am trying to become a dating coach and a life coach. So stay tuned. And if you guys have any other requests on videos that you guys want, or anything you want me to talk about, just comment below and subscribe to my channel. I will see you guys next week on Mental Health Today. Bye!